Beautiful work, mate. Excellent drive there.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are doing a F125 round 13, which is the Belgium Grand Prix, so Spa International. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite tracks. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And as usual, watch the transition. Transition could have been a little smoother tonight, but I guess not. Alright, so let me just get this going so we can start the practice and just turn the camera a little bit. There we go. I think that's good. And then just hold on for 1 second.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. And the track action will be getting underway very shortly. I've got Anthony Davidson, Naomi Schiff alongside me. Before we focus on that, Naomi, I'd just like us to consider some of these big rumours that are circulating at the moment about driver moves up and down the paddock. Just how distracting is it to focus on putting in strong performances at the same time as negotiating a future?
Well, it can be a really big distraction, particularly for the drivers who are out of contract at the moment. And for them, it's going to be the challenge of managing what they're doing off track and compartmentalizing that from what happens on track. Because we know that this next decision in their career is going to be a big one. So that can put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, but you don't want that to put so much pressure on your shoulders that you start overdriving, making mistakes. Because you know, in this sport, you can go from hero to zero in an instant.
Easier said than done, Anton. As we pass by a driver now who's considering their future, even if you've got a contract, they're not necessarily even worth the paper they're written on. You've got to keep putting in really big, impressive performances.
It's an industry that demands perfection from not just the team, but the drivers as well, first and foremost. So if you start to relax in any way, even if you have a multi-year deal in place, like you say, not worth the paper it's written on, because you can be kicked out before you know it. If the performances start to slip, the team will have their eye on you straight away and you'll be out the door.
So no room for complacency. Let's see who can put in some big performances on track today. All the action up next. Don't go anywhere.
Sure, for a second I was thinking I was actually watching the Formula 1. Good evening, everybody. Alright, so Belgium Grand Prix. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of many tracks on the calendar, which is amongst the oldest.
Beautiful Ardennes Forest in Belgium, surely one of the most iconic tracks of them all. It's practice time here at Spa-Francorchamps.
So yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks. I enjoy this track. It's nice and fast, but also weirdly long. But anyway, this is only practice, so let's just get into it. Let's see and do that crap first. I don't enjoy doing that.
Okay, you've got race levels of fuel in the car. I want you to drive at a representative pace, all right? No hot laps this time.
Maybe don't do it like that.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed.
Okay.
Got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
I'm sure you did. Drive 3 laps, 3 series.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec. Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there. Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Well, so AI is doing that for me, so it should be fine. Hold on. Can't do that to me. No, didn't break enough. Nah, fuck off, man. Alright, so it just stays green.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
What changes were there with the update from the week, do you know? I have no idea. On my side so far I haven't seen any changes. I know they're working on some bug fixes for like the random shit that happens, like last night for example, where my DRS just stayed open and
This test is all about tyre management.
I didn't want to
Each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
where my DRS malfunctioned. I went to the pits, they fixed it, went out and it was still malfunctioning. So I know that is some bugs that they're working on. Sorry, just give me a second, there's something going on here with these cats. Alright, all good. What's that? Are you sure you weren't playing as Duran? No, I'm pretty sure. Because the problem wasn't mine. The problem was I went into the pit. I waited for the time that they take to fix the car, and when I went out to the track it was still like that. Literally As I got back onto the track, I get the call over the radio, please come back to the pit, the DRS is stuck open. Went back to the pit, waited for the time, for the repair time, went back to the track, and it was still open. So I literally quit the session and then came back, and then it was fixed.
Temperature's so important for your tyres. Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much. Not to mention recharging the battery.
I wouldn't exactly call this a cool down lap, because if I was doing this during the race, I would be in like last place already.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
No man, that's a cock. Hope you weren't too far along with the race. No, thankfully it was during qualifying, so I quit the session and then just redid the qualifying. So thankfully it happened during qualifying, not the race.
Is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Sure. People are hungry on this track, eh? If they like 600th of a second behind me now in practice, qualifying is going to be interesting. Ah, okay. Yeah. Ah, and there's a sprint. No way. No 3 practices to do. At least.
High speed straight.
Alright, well, let's put in the best lap I can. And hope it's good enough. Alright. Lock in. Vernon, let me ask you, when you play with the steering, do you play automatic or manual gears?
down into P14.
Sure. Okay, so that makes you much slower.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Sorry, what do you think? Still used to. Damien is to get so much experience. Okay. Also, only figured out how to get the steering synced on Xbox on Saturday. Ah, okay, that sucks. Had to increase it in the Moza app 4 times. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, sorry. There. I can't give you any advice. This is literally the only steering I've ever had, and it's literally just plug and play. No man. Well, I suppose it's a good time to practice the pit stop then. Box this lap.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Okay, it's not too bad. Okay. Anyway, let's just not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. So it was plug and play on PC, but the Xbox wanted to be funny, and everything I found was what? And everything I found was it had to be the same until I went to Reddit. Okay. Yeah, I suppose sometimes these things have their funny little twerks. Is your brother sleeping already? 1.2 seconds. I'm not feeling too confident about my time. Everything I searched. Okay. I say, and he came right after, like, checking on Reddit.
And that's it.
Oh,
for sprint
wait.
qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the
What
rest
happened
of the weekend.
to
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Verstappen? Sure. And Lando? Sure. Okay. No clue, man. Not in the same country. Yeah, I know. Just figured with him being off tomorrow, you would have been awake to maybe watch my stream. But that's okay. Lance can't watch my stream because his Wi-Fi fucked out at home. Alright. Now I need to no, it's a sprint race. I'm not going to pit. But when I do the actual race, I need to remember that I've got manual pit stops on now, so I need to make sure that I slow down in time and activate the pit limiter when I leave the pits.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend.
I really...
Oh,
sorry, let this guy talk first.
4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Joker lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Piastri, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Sainz.
Hey, my teammate's in 6th.
Verstappen, Tsunoda, and Fernando
No
Alonso.
way.
Ocon, Hulkenberg, Isaac Hadjar, and
Still want
Stroll,
to try the
Gasly,
multi
Antonelli,
when I have a
Gabriel
gap just
Bortoleto,
to check
and Oliver.
quality and delay,
Lawson
but
and
maybe
Jack Doohan rounds
only
off
the
grid.
weekend. Yeah, no
And
stress,
with
bro. No
preparations
stress.
almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside
I really want to get an upgrade. I want a direct drive wheel. I want a Mozo wheel.
Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different
Yeah.
drivers.
Here's my pre-race ritual. Skip you and start the race.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Oh yeah. Not bad. Okay, tires are not too cold.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck playing games alone and no wheel. Yeah, I'm hoping, I hope for your sake that the signal and everything will work out just fine. I've got so many things I still want to do and perfect on this game. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting used to the no traction and no ABS. Next one, I think next main one. Okay, now since from this race, I'll be doing the manual pit entry and exit. Then after this season is finished, I'll be switching off the rewinds. So if I crash out, I crash out. Then the next one to work on will be to use the DRS and the ERS manually. So managing all that shit by myself as well. And then the one I think I'm going to struggle the most with is to take off the racing line. Especially on tracks that I don't know very well. Yes, this book. Can you wait for me to go?
marking there, nice one.
Okay, just before the race starts, let me see what this is. I've only played on the Moza, so I don't really know the difference. I have been thinking of buying a wheel the last 3 years and finally just decided, fuck it, I'll be broke this month. Well, I will, bro. You made a good decision on a wheel, because I've been hearing very good things about Moza. That's why my next step would be Moza. The only issue that I have with this steering is so the only issue I have is like when I'm actually driving and I've got the force feedback going, there is just that little bit of like this kind of movement where it doesn't recognize the steering. So it's difficult to explain, but like in the middle here there's like a little bit of play where it doesn't pick up steering, and it's difficult to make like fine little movements on the track, especially like if you're going down a straight. I don't know if you'll notice it in this race, but you'll see like I can't keep the car dead straight. It goes a little bit left, a little bit right, a little bit left, a little bit right as I go down the long straights, and that's the one thing that I'd like to eliminate. With the racing line, they say it is a lot better without it to learn the tracks, because you get used to following it. Yeah, and make your own brake markers and all that kind of stuff, I understand, but that's also the problem, bro. I don't know when. Where is that stuff that I'll need to do, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
I don't know. I'll get there eventually. I'll see if I can show you down the straight what I mean.
Internal combustion engine, be
Oh,
aware
shut
we're
up,
gonna
man.
start to see a loss of power.
Of course. So look here, look, straight. There's this little bit of play where it's not really picking it up. And it's difficult to make like fine-tuned moves and stuff with it like that.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. tyre condition still looking good.
Ah, fuck off, man. Always, bro, always. And I always tell myself to stay away from the rumbles, but I always go over it and then spin the fucking car. So irritating.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Joe,
That's
best you could have achieved today.
that's funny. Yeah, I think YouTube does have a big thing about that. So it is possible. Oh, there we go. Hello. There we go. So you just got a few minute ban. Yeah, yeah. I know. They're quite strict with their rules. So could be.
So that wraps up the
Where's
sprint
my
race,
teammate?
but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
Okay, 8th. You at least got 1 point. So at least. I'm not gonna save that one. No, I'm not gonna save it. So I've been giving your brother some tips and tricks on how to like practice playing without the traction control, without the ABS, the manual shifting. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens tomorrow night.
Dramatic corners.
Whoa. What are you saying? He is going to demolish me when I get back. As long as he is enjoying it, man. Well, so far he's enjoying it. I mean, I've even got him streaming now, so I'm motivating something. There was something I wanted to change. What was it? There was something I wanted to see. Ah, so you go to controls, custom, edit, calibration. Yes. No. Okay, that's seems to be fine. Over here, there we go. See, maximum rotation 400. Let's see what happens. Apparently this is good, so I'm gonna put on 320. I think I'll leave everything else as is. Let's see, apparently this is supposed to help and possibly make me even faster, so let's see. Yes, look at that. This is insane. Doesn't make sense to my brain, but anyway. So even with the few mistakes I made, I was still 1.3 seconds faster. No, not 1.3. 0.13 seconds faster, which is insane. And all I did was just change the limit to my steering. That's crazy. Who would have thought, eh? So many things that you can just tweak on this game to make you even faster. And that's why I think, like, if I could get a direct drive, I would probably be even better. Because the direct drive is so much more accurate and sensitive. I suppose I'll just have to wait and see. I'll continue saving up and eventually I will get me a Moza. Just small little tweaks help a lot, yeah? Yeah, like if you would compare, just take a lap time from back when I first started, when I was still using traction control and ABS. Compare that time to a lap time that I would do now. So much more difference. Such a big difference. How much is the R9? Is it not like line? So the R9, if you just get the base, just the wheelbase, is, I think I can get it for about 10,300. So if I would get the bundle, which is the R9, the Xbox steering wheel like you have, and the CP pedals, it goes for about 20, yeah, altogether. Oh no, wait, sorry, I'm thinking of a different one. The R9 wheel base on its own, I think, is 12.
Welcome to this
If I'm not
visit to the
mistaken.
Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 meters of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success.
Ish, that is going to hurt the pocket.
Let's run you through the driver grid order.
That
for
is
today's
true.
exciting race.
And it's like when I've eventually saved up enough money, I'm gonna stand there ready to tap my card, but I'm gonna be thinking like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Hamilton, Norris, Esteban Ocon, and Sainz.
But we'll see.
Leclerc,
Yes, see, sixth again.
and Lance Stroll.
Hopefully he can
Lawson, Behrman,
come even further.
Fernando Alonso, and Hulkenberg. Sonoda, Antonelli, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Pierre Gasly. Hadjar and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comments, Anthony Davidson. Hello. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0
Yeah.
once again for today.
There was
but
something
a
else I
huge
wanted
amount
to
of
check.
confidence, Surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse. But what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago.
Yushish. Just before we start, just want to see that video mode. Yeah, you see, I left it on 60 because the other fucking F124 had a problem with this kind of stuff. So now let's put it on my frame rate. 16 sharpening. Okay, I think that's good. Hey man, fuck off, man. What'd you say? I'm planning on getting an R5 maybe in December. Just wanted to get the R3 first so that we have the steering wheel for the Xbox, so that if the steering wheel does not work for Xbox on the R5. Okay, I see what you mean. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah, at least with the Moza, the actual chip that you need for it to run on the Xbox is in the wheel itself, not the base. So once you have the R5, let's say you, for example, you want to use the R5 on the Xbox, you can always just change the steering wheel. Just put the R3's wheel onto the R5 and it'll work. Shows you like I've done.
Here we go. I know what you can do.
No,
Don't let me down.
near that one. Okay, we like soft. We don't like the hards. Soft, medium. That's good. I can live with that. Just see. Okay. Shows you how badly I want the steering wheel. I've done so much research on it already. And like that's also the other thing with this wheel. Because it's got gears in here instead of a motor, like the direct drives. when I change from left to right, like here, right in the middle, I can feel like a knock where it's changing, like there, where the force feedback is pretty much split between right and left. It's not one fluid turn. So you'll see, like a lot of times if I'm going through like very fast S-type bends, then it's like smooth, 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 knock, smooth, smooth, smooth. And it's weird. But you get used to it, I suppose. I mean, I've had this thing for quite a long time. So I've gotten used to it over the years. Whoop.
Superb parking.
Okay, just before the race starts, let me just see what you're saying. And I'll send you a WhatsApp of what I sent to Damien like a month or two ago. Okay. You are going to earn with the Moser then. It is smooth as butter. Yeah. So, like I said, I've tried the Moser before. I've used, which one was it? I think it's the R21, and I played F124 on it. And okay, the guy that I tried it with, he put the force feedback at like 9 Newton meters. So yeah, by the time I'd finished testing it, I was like a little T-Rex, and I couldn't feel my fucking forearms. But yeah, and since then I've loved it even more, and now I want it even more. So we'll see. Just be patient. Yo, how many engineers spoke to me there? Okay, and hold the clutch. There we go. RPM's up, and away we go. Not the best start, but it's okay.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine.
Yes, I know. I'll sort it out at the end of the fucking race. I must say though, since I've only done like 1.5 laps with it like this, but ever since changing that rotation limit on the steering, I feel I'm a little bit more in control of this car, which is quite nice. 56 at 12. Whoa, don't know if you do that. See, that's still where I struggle with the traction control. Is those slow corners where I have to accelerate. Either I take too long to start accelerating or I accelerate too quick. laps is that? 15. Yes. Well, that's too much. So Vernon, another one that I've learned unfortunately too many times already. If you do get to the point where you're driving without the traction control, be careful of changing gears.
For now, everything's looking good.
And yeah, like if you're playing without the traction control and manual, be careful of changing gears whilst you're accelerating around a corner, because the actual kick to the car of changing gears makes the car slide. I'll see if I can give you an example. I think I should be able to do it in this S-Bend here. Like this, look. You see what I mean? So, like, when you're going around a corner and you change to the next gear, then it will like kicks. I've done it so many times. So I try to like either short shift before the corner or just hold it until after. But sometimes I still forget about it. Oh, too late. Warning? No, no warning. And then be careful of some of these apex points where they're like raised like this. If you go over them whilst you're turning, it also makes you fucking slide. Sorry, let me just see what you're saying. Shitty settings last week. I just decided not to play and felt negative because I had to force the steering down to not shake into oblivion. Okay, so it had that problem. Issue. So just shift down until it's limiting. Yeah, well, I don't know. For me, I suppose I've been playing like manual gearbox for I don't know how long. Probably since not long after starting playing racing games. So doesn't matter what game I play, I always play manual. And yeah, I've kind of just learned how to read the corner on what gear to be in. But majority of the corners where you're gonna brake heavily, it's either third or second gear. A little bit faster corners, it'll be either be third or fourth gear, and so on and so forth. So you know, it's a habit that you build up. And even now, like I've been watching this guy on YouTube that is an ex esports driver for Formula One. Like he's won 2 championships. And I've watched him do these races, and where I gear down to second gear to go around the corner, he doesn't. He gears down to third. So I'm not saying I'm right or anything like that, but obviously I can't be right because he's putting in lap times that's closer to the actual real drivers than what I am. Scanning the last file, I feel like I'm going to pass out in front of this PC. Yeah, it is shitty that you're still working. Like, how late do you normally work?
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Like, do you like always work late, or do you work most nights? Like, how does it work? Ooh. Sorry, just 1 second. So we are busy with handing over one of our projects. So we signed off everything, and our client had to get Sasol to close items, which took 2 weeks. Okay, so you just got like a big like a large amount of unfinished work that still needs to be done. I see. This must always how it is. Yep, as they are busy training a new E&I engineer. Hey, it is taking so much longer. Oh, lovely.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
If you're also looking into maybe playing one day without the traction control and all that kind of stuff, do what I told your brother to do. Is if you're watching my stream, check the by the halo there, my accelerator and brake.
Track in front of us, so let's make best
that's it.
use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Check my accelerator and brake inputs, then you can see, because it's actually not that much different to when you're playing with the assist on. The only difference is, like, you'll see, I've learned. Sorry, fuck me. When I'm going through corners, I can't speak. Oh wait, hang on. Let me just focus on this here. I need to pit,
Box this lap, please.
and I need to slow the car down enough for this pit entrance. So let me just do that. And then it's turn in, hold clutch, bring up the RPM.
Okay, forget
Okay,
the
that's
target
good.
for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Okay, then it's the turn in and go. Then hold the clutch. Of course, there's a fucking problem putting on one of the wheels.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left rear wheel.
Oh,
We need to try
dear.
and put that behind us though, and let's finish this race strong.
Okay, let me continue. I'll see you in a bit. Phone is also gonna die. I'm going. What? It's a good time to stop working. Normally start working at 6 till 5, but I'm always on site, so I need. Okay, so pretty much like right now is your admin period. Usually having discussions with clients at 10 and 11. Okay. No stress. Just let me know when you're back.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I need to get in between these two. Here we go, signs.
Good job. Nice overtake.
You should stay off you for a little bit at least. I can slow him up some more for you if you want.
Green flag.
Sorry, I know that's dirty, but I want my teammate to at least finish in the points.
Carlos is in the pits. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds. Okay, mate, we're not using a much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got extra performance in hand. So let's push, and use it all up. Okay, that's a 5-second gap to the car behind. Let's try and keep it that way.
This is almost thought you were going to tell me it's a 5-second penalty. I was just going to be like, I will beat you through this microphone.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oliver Behrman out of the race.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
I'm not trying to set fast laps, bro. I'm just trying to use the fuel that you asked me to use.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Come on, come on.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. to your teammate behind. 26.0 seconds.
Let me just see what is happening here. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Are you still watching, Venom? Kinda replying to WhatsApps. Alright. No stress. Yes, these fucking laps just feel like they're going on forever. Actually, I'm 23 seconds ahead. Let me just stop driving like a maniac and just follow the line.
need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Ugh, 2 parts wearing out on my fucking engine again. Moving over to Xbox. See you now. Are we?
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
I think I got a little bit excited there.
We have to remember these days. There's no guarantee they're going to last forever.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy 'em as
Oh,
long as
that's
they
cool.
last. I love you guys. That's 3 wins in a row, mate.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
tell me about it. I really want that fucking Ferrari contract now. Eh?
To achieve today.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here at Spa-Francorchamps, but they've done so in spectacular style.
And they're just starting to make it look easy out there. Now a hat-trick of wins. They're out there ahead. They've got the momentum on their side. And it's for the others now to try and up their game to stop that energy that they have.
Hopefully my teammate was able to keep his position.
It looks like it's time once again.
Let's see. Carlos
We
Sainz,
wrap up
8th
another
place, for
weekend of
fuck's sakes.
motorsport action, but with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come
Okay,
back
well I
with
should
more
be
Formula
leading
One.
the standings quite nicely now. There we go, 14 points. And Science is in 9th, and now 14 points behind McLaren. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's advance, shall we? Let's see if we got that. Let's see if we've got that contract with Ferrari yet. Can we sign up? What's happening? Let's see what happens. Come on, give us the secret meeting. Please. I've only got 10 races left. Fuck, I say that is if it's only a few. You're calling me on Discord. Okay, just hold on. And still no fucking secret meeting. Okay, everybody just hold on. Let me just... Sorry, you're gonna have to give me a second there. I need to open Discord on my PC first.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
Logo. Your stream is soft, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it's the laptop, but it's fucking same on the Xbox.
Alright, just give me 1 second. I'll check my settings on OBS. Are you going to bed now?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get off, man. Enjoy your races.
No stress.
Okay, see you, man. I'll see you tomorrow again.
Cool.
Cheers, bye.
Bye. Alright, I don't know. Not that. There we go. I don't know, my volumes are fine. That's how it normally is. When you say my stream is soft, you mean the cars are soft? I'll stay in the stream for the views. Just can't talk on Xbox. No stress. Are you talking about like the sound of the car that is soft? Because I know I've put that a little bit softer so that you can hear me speaking. Everything. Yeah, that's weird. Because on OBS it's showing full volume. Could just be my PC being all stupid again. Just keep on talking, I'll record. Alright. I don't know if I want to do the Hungarian Grand Prix right now. Maybe what we'll do is practice a little bit without the racing line. See if I can get used to it. Could be. And Spotify is louder. Because I've checked it. Hang on, let me check here quickly. Let's see if I play it on my phone. Contract with Ferrari yet? Oh, yeah, on my phone it sounds fine. Can we sign up? What's happening? Oh, so on my phone I can hear myself clearly. Would help if Damien was in as well. Yeah. I know he's not working tomorrow and Friday. So I know he'll be streaming and playing and whatnot tomorrow. Yeah, so I just checked it on my phone. I'm sure you can even hear it over the stream. You'll hear my phone play in the background. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I go career. I go my team career. I haven't done a my team yet. I want to do a custom season. I don't want to do the fucking sprint races. Twenty-four races. You shush. Custom settings, assists. I'll switch that off. Manual, that's fine. I'm not ready to practice that yet, so let's go with that. Difficulty, I'll put it on the same as what we have it on our multiplayer. Weekend structure. Yes, I wish I could really change this fucking practice format. Make it short, so not overly long. Weather, approximate, career settings, driver moves, department, event, okay, research, okay. Suppose I'll leave all that on. Fault frequency standard, fault type standard. Have it all. Rules. Park firmware rules, yes. Pit stop immersive, safety car increased, immersive, formation lap, immersive, red flags increased. Yeah. Make this one interesting. Simulation, rewinds, none. Track surface realistic, fuel, race starts manual, surface, pit lane, tire sim, simulation, collisions, off, on. Can't even hear anything on my phone. I think I might be going crazy. That is a possibility, I don't know. My team. Hey, look, there's Brad Pitt, Anton Senna, and that chick. Official drivers only. Confirm settings. I suppose we can enable the tutorials so I just know what the fuck is where and what to do. Wait, hold on. I'm popping on for a test. Alright, you do that. Hi, my name is Justin. First name. It stays the same. Last name. ZA. Avatar, definitely not that guy. I suppose he'll do. Advance.
Now we know a bit more about you. Let's explore your background ahead of our first season.
Alright, I don't know what that is. Let's go background.
Hey there, my name's Andrew. I'm your head of personnel. It'd be useful for the team to know a bit more about you.
Can't even hear anything on my
Give them a
phone. Like I
sense
said,
of
don't
how you
have
intend
a
to lead our
headset, so
efforts.
I'm just going to be driving. I'll figure something out tomorrow. No stress. Okay, got phone working. Okay. What is this? Choose your professional background. I want to go head
And
engineer.
tell us a bit about this HQ. How well developed are the facilities here ahead of our debut season?
Advanced. Keep it in the middle, I suppose.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility.
Okay.
Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
Right at the back. Some development. I'll go some development. What are you doing now?
Hey, boss.
I'm checking the
I had things up in your corporate
the
facility.
my team
Let's discuss
career
our
mode.
financial situation.
Team identity.
With all that out of the way,
Team name. Hello, can you send me an invite, just a quick race to test? Yeah, of course. Sorry, bro, you're gonna have to wait. Don't worry about that later. What track do you wanna race on? Let's go F1 World. Play. I'll just do Grand Prix. Start a new Grand Prix. F1 officials. Austria is the fastest. Austria. Ah, the Red Bull Ring. Oh, we. I think I've chosen the wrong thing here. I've taken just a normal Grand Prix. Multiplayer Grand Prix, dummy. Create. Invite only. Come in. Invite. Venom. I suppose that's fine just for a tester. It's just me and you. This is Australia, not Austria. Okay, I forgot I put the racing line off. Everything seems fine though. Well, that's good. Yes, it's real. I need to...
We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Yellow flag. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Okay, clear. That was the fastest
What is that?
lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
That's why you choose Austria. So no clue how we got to Australia. I have no idea. What happened to you? Did you just retire from the session? I left. Thank you for helping me in. Was falling asleep on the straight. Oh yeah. No stress. It's definitely a fucking challenge to race without the racing line. I can tell you that. probably for now we'll just continue trying that way. Difficulty 65, weekend structure. No, not very short. Well, I'm off. Good luck with the rest of the racing and trying to figure out the racing line. Oh, Avery, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
As the owner of the newest...
Alright, I think for now, I think that's where my stream will end as well. I'll have a look at this my team thing and maybe make a playlist of this one day. For now, let's just move into that smooth transition, if you know what I mean. Hey, and there it is. That smooth transition. Anyway, for everybody that's did watch, thank you so much. For everybody who watched up until this point, also thank you. And yeah, for anybody that's gonna watch this when it's uploaded as a video, I appreciate it, especially if you make it this far. Thank you. Thank you for all the support on my YouTube channel itself. It's growing quite nicely. I do appreciate that. And yeah, we'll be back with, what is it, round 14 of the solo career when I get to that, because I believe my next stream will probably be the multiplayer career with Demented again. So as for the everything else, I think we're all good. Thank you so much again for watching, and as per the norm, keep it real. Thank you.